All right, it's the New York PM session, and we just keep melting up. The market keeps getting newer highs, and it's just, uh, if I didn't suspect that it was all because of inflation, it would be a wonderful thing, but it's probably all because of inflation, and I just can't get so excited about this. On the other hand, a um, if you are a short-term trader, then and you're looking to, especially if you're copy trading on Apex or across multiple accounts, then you you can really do really well with smaller. You know, what I'm trying to say is that now that the price of the market is like so high, 20,877.5 is the max up there, then a 100-point move is a lot less percentage-wise than it was when when the market was at 17,000 just a month or two ago. So it's a lot easier to catch a bigger move, and especially if you're copy trading that across multiple accounts. I'm paper trading. I'm not yet there. I've done I'm going to do some more evals soon, but I really want to nail something that I've been working on in order to before I go back to that. So I'm a student. I'm learning, and I think that now that we hit the top here, we might be in for a smart money reversal, coming back down to maybe about here, 20 or so points. Not a huge move, but we'll take what we can get. This was a paper trading account. We started at 1500 this morning, and now it's 1967, so that's good. Only trading micros. Trade micros, that's it. So let's see here. What I'd want to see if I'm gonna go short on 15 second or so, I'd want to see a market structure shift at least on the minute. And time-wise, we're almost at silver bullet. We've just entered the macro, the 150 macro. Not sure about that one. I don't know. I just wait a second. I just started using this today. So what is it? It's all right. There we go. All right. So the macro open is 870. We wicked up a little bit, and now I'm targeting by sell side down over here. It's not a huge move, but it's good enough, and I don't have a lot of time, so Otherwise, maybe I would wait for something else to happen for a lower. But I would first want to see, like I said, I want to see a market structure shift to the downside before I would consider going for this. And of course, if I don't see that, then I'm not entering. And if we're going higher, I'm just going to watch. And we're going higher. It's at 2 p.m. Silver bullet hour begins then. Fix that. I mean, that's just useless. So we have all this bullish price action here, and we have bullish for value gaps here. There's a small volume imbalance over there. And a bullish order block here now. So before I would be comfortable assuming that we're in a retracement, I would want to see a violation of this bullish order block. I can see that we disrespect the bullish order block. And put in a bearish market structure shift with displacement. Then I would consider entering short. Something I'm not so sure about is, like, if we see a here on the 15 second, like, would I want to enter based on 15 second? Probably not. I mean, even if it works, if we're going down here, then I would expect that we're going to see, we'll see a market structure shift on the 1 minute, and there's no reason for me to try to do this based on 15-second chart or 30-second. It just seems a bit like rushing into it too quickly, which is certainly something that I've been guilty of in the past. And now we went up, we went above the macro open. We've made new highs. We're entering silver bullet hour. So I'll be looking for a SIBI that we can short. So we'd like to see certainly a market structure shift below that level. But I'd really like to see even below these relatively equal lows. And that would be more confidence. We want to see displacement through these levels and then enter on a small retracement, go short with the target down here. And if we look at it on the 15-minute chart, we see that we have this dealing range here. And even our exit would be well above equilibrium. So, I mean, well above equilibrium. So I think it should be doable. Assuming, of course, that we get what we're looking for. Even if we look at this as its own dealing range, well, on this dealing range we'd be entering in premium, of course, so that wouldn't, we were looking to go all the way to complete the market structure shift, because to complete a market maker sell model. All right, we are in the 2 o'clock hour. We have a SIBI over here, bearish fair value gap. All right, to recap, we've made all new highs yet again, not even for the first time today, and multiple times this week, this month. I mean, it's just ridiculous. My suspicion is, I mean, I would be happy for new highs in the stock market if I didn't think that this was melting upwards due to inflation. And I just don't think that inflation is something for us to celebrate. It's a real problem, and it's something that our politicians cause for us, and just the incentives are not aligned. The incentives are for them to continue to create inflation, and that just hurts everybody, hurts the regular person, and it's showing up everywhere, and so the market keeps going up as a consequence of inflation, amongst other things. It's not necessarily because of added value. Pension funds and whatnot are just automatically adding, putting more money every day into the market, into the most, the top stocks, top companies. But the U.S. is not. It does not seem to me that the U.S. economy is very healthy. All right, so we had a failure swing high over here, which means there's building up liquidity. Buy side liquidity. Don't know if we're going to go get it now, or we'll come back for that another time. All right, put 1 minute over here. 2 minutes over here. Actually, I'm going to put 5 minutes over there. Or let's see what 3 looks like. So far, we've largely been respecting this bullish order block. Of course, we need to see that we disrespect it if we're going to go short. So we need to see it close below. There's that bullish order block back on the 1 minute here. So here we have a high and a low. I guess we can take any of these. So this and then a higher high, but we don't have a lower low yet. That may develop. If we do close below, then that becomes a breaker. Talking this through helps me better understand what I'm learning, because I am no expert at this. And don't copy my trades or you're going to lose money. Got to understand it. And if you are listening, and I really mostly do this for myself, but if anyone is watching, then just put a like or drop a comment, ask a question. Let me know you're here. And just to recap, we've entered Silver Bullet Hour, and we're between 2 and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Time, New York time, and we are repeatedly made new highs today. That's this line up here, and I'm just looking to see if there's going to be a retracement. And so far, I've not seen an entry opportunity yet. I'm looking for a violation of this bullish order block. All right, let's see it close below it, below these lows. That would give us a market structure shift. Really below this, is there a volume imbalance on the 1 minute there? Yeah, it's on the 1 minute as well. So that's probably best just to be safe. And then I expect either we're going to just blow down, or we would have a short entry opportunity. Other possibilities, we keep going higher, and I do nothing because I'm not going any higher on this. That's just too much. I mean, I have no... I don't see myself going long at the top of the market like this. Hey, it looks like we have a couple of viewers. I am not a YouTuber. I do this for myself, but if you're there, you type hello, say hello. I'd appreciate it. It would be fun to have some interaction here. We are looking at, again, I'm looking for a displacement below these swing lows here. Ideally, these. All right, looks like we might be developing into a trade. All right. Got to see displacement here below these levels, or I'm not interested. This is a bullish order block as far as I could tell, and I don't want to... I'm not going to go short while we're respecting that. Take a step back. This is the 15-minute chart. Relatively equal lows over there, relatively equal lows over here. All this sell side liquidity building up as price was climbing, especially presumably below here as well, because we kept, well, interesting actually. Over here we built up sell side and then we came down there, sweeping that. But we have the imbalance over here. I'm not exactly sure how to think about that. This, I presume, would be a bullish order block on the 1 minute. Let's put it, let's see what it looks like on, we're in 5 minute. I didn't actually even realize that. All right, let's see what the 3 minute looks like. 3 minute is okay, but let's pull it down to there. Well, we so far all we're doing is going up, and I'm not going long in this market. I'm waiting for a smart money reversal to take a short into the sell side of what I expect will be a market maker sell model over here. Welcome if you're joining us. I'm not a YouTuber, and we may just have gotten our smart money reversal. Let's keep an eye out for this. Let's look at this. Let's go down to the 1 minute here. This is a 1 minute bullish order block, and we would need to disrespect it, closing below these lows here and ideally below these lows here to form a market structure shift with displacement. And then I'd be looking for an entry opportunity on the lower time frames, 30 seconds or 15 seconds. We've just been going up and up and up, and it's, again, I would think if I thought it was a good thing that the market keeps rising, wonderful, but I suspect this is what, we'll look back at this as a melting up due to inflation, and that's not good for regular people. If you have any thoughts on that, drop it in the chat. All right, we are in silver bullet hour, but I've not yet seen an opportunity. This, or that, not that, that. This is the macro open. So we spent a lot of time on this side of the macro open. That's another, as I understand it, that's another indication that, you know, when I'm bearish and I'm short-term bearish, anticipating a retracement. I won't say I'm bearish beyond that. That, as I understand it, is an indication that we may be, you know, just another sign that we're probably going lower. All right. Okay, let's see here. Are we going to have a market structure shift below the, ooh, what was that? Any news now? No. Let me check the news again. Nothing now that I can see, but at, oh, we got Fed speakers. So at 2:30, we have another Fed speaker talking. We've got Bank of England speakers talking. So I guess the market could be a little bit crazy based on what they say. If I see that kind of schizophrenic chop, I'm not going to enter. But so far, we are largely respecting this bullish order block. So we need to see it be disrespected in order to be confident and enter on a retracement down to there. That's the target. It's not huge, roughly 20 points or so, depending on where I would end up entering. So we have 2 people watching this. Like, I feel like a big streamer because I have 2 people watching this, and I don't think any of those are me because I don't have it open. Just looking at this in OBS, the streaming software. All right, here we go. We have a market structure shift. Now let's look for an opportunity to enter. I am on paper trading in an account that started off this morning at $1,500. We're almost at $2,000. Let's see if we can make it bigger. Putting that in the there's a volume imbalance there. All right, we're now short 2 micros. And I might add up to 2 more. I want to see a close below that BISI. Ooh, I just realized that we did not have a market structure shift because we did not actually close below. All right, let's see what happens. I might have to get out at a loss. Let's see what happens. See if we come down and close below these orange lines here. We did have it on the, on the lower time frames, the seconds, and I think that's where I was looking. Yeah, that's what I was looking, but I wanted it to be on the 1 minute, and I missed that. So many things to pay attention to. But still might be salvageable. Let's see what happens. One sign of hold on. Yeah, I can't see that. All right, we're still in that order block. I just made it lighter because it was getting too busy. One sign of a smart money reversal, I learned somewhere, is we wick above the highs to the left, the green closes, and then we close below it. So we have a bit of a, on the 30-second here, we had a change in the state of delivery right up there. All right, I added 2 more micros because this is looking promising. All right, I'm going to take a step back in case you're, oh, we got a Third Eye Trader just signed into my YouTube to talk. I was about to type wait for close. May work. Let's see. Oh, you are the first person, Third Eye Trader, to type, to chat with me since I started this, which I've mostly been doing for myself. So you're going to tell me wait for close. Wait for the close on the market structure shift? Yeah, thank you. I guess that's what you meant. Thank you. So I'm mostly doing this for myself, but you never know who you meet. It's interesting. And I'm assuming you are an ICT student, as I am. I'm not putting myself forward as any kind of expert here, but I'm getting closer, making progress every day. We've got all this activity here. I suspect that we're just going to blow right through it, maybe till down around here. I'll be here often. I like to trade along with someone else. Today I began trading for the first time using NinjaTrader and Replicanto. I have connected 1 million capital. All right. 2 times Apex 300,000, 5 times Top Step 100,000. Okay. Good luck with that. I'm assuming that you've are those eval accounts or performance accounts, as Apex calls it. I'm not familiar with Top Step terminology. So we have, let's see, I was going to take a step back over here on the side. We're looking at the 15-minute chart, but zooming out, we have this dealing range here, and we are well up at the top edge. Well up there. I think anticipating a move down to here is highly likely, but we are doing this during while we have another Fed speaker about to start speaking in at 2:30. Evals, okay. I don't have any set schedule for streaming. I'm just doing when I'm able to because I've got other things that I need to do. But anytime you're here, you're welcome. I'll look you up. All right, so on the 5-minute, we had a market structure shift on the 5-minute as well. So that's also encouraging. Interesting, on the 3-minute, we haven't. 5-minute we have. Interesting. A bit of a volume imbalance there that we came back to. Let's see, 3-minute. Well, 35 seconds or so left to this 3-minute candle, and hopefully we close below. Well, now we have a new level to look for. Third eye, I assume, from what you know, and I have no idea what your level of trading is, and I'm just going to assume it's more advanced than mine, but maybe it isn't. I don't know. At this point, right now that we've wicked below these levels here, to qualify as a market structure shift, we need to see a close below this low. Would you agree with that? You know, the swing low over here, or intermediate term low. I'm just noticing a lot of wicks over here. I'm seeing this trade as primarily on the 1-minute time frame. That's how I'm seeing this, because this range here, it's based on the 1-minute, and so that's how I'm seeing it. On the 1-minute, we do have market structure shift. Although again, may not be the best because have it on this candle, but this candle came after that candle and doesn't have after that, but it does have after these. So it's certainly not the cleanest. I don't have the displacement that I would have liked to see. So conditions improbable, okay. I'm paper trading, I'm practicing, I'm learning. I learned by talking this out loud. That's why I started streaming it. Just talking it out loud, it just helps me notice things that I don't notice if I'm not talking out loud. And I'm preparing for Apex, for the future. And I know that sometimes they want to see a recording, and the easiest way to show a recording is if it's just been streamed. I'm not really interested. I'm not really concerned about viewers, I'm not even sure if I want anyone to be watching at this point. Yeah, so definitely change the state of delivery. Well, that's not looking so good. Let's see if this is, oh, I don't know if that would qualify on the 5-minute as a bearish order block because there's no fair value gap behind it or below it. Third Eye, how long have you been doing this? And this meaning, I guess, trading in general and ICT specifically. I'll take this off. Got someone else here. There are 2 people watching. That means, and since I'm not watching, it's got to be one more. Feel free to drop a hello in the chat. Got Fed speakers, so I don't know that this is the best time, but I'm just practicing on a paper trading account, speaking out loud what I'm seeing, which helps me internalize it. We had this 1-minute bearish order block. Which it seemed like we were disrespecting. Seemed like we were going to have a market structure shift. Nice, 6 months profitable. Okay, so trading prop firm, like, because you said you're doing eval accounts now, right? Profitable, getting payouts. Or trading your own money. All right, I would not want to see this BISI here. And I'm, anything I say, by the way, feel free to argue with me because I've got no ego in this. I'm just talking out loud what I see in order to improve. All on the same bot, brother. Not sure what you mean by that. Bot? Probably something obvious I'm just missing because I'm also looking at the charts. Don't think I'd want to see that BISI over here. Let's zoom out a little bit. Have a volume imbalance, same area over there, it seems, on the 2-minute. So we respected this. This 3-minute chart is the one that gets me most worried about this trade. We respected this SIBI here. Oh, trade copier. Okay. So in 5 minute we had change in state of delivery. I don't think we can, and then we had market structure shift below here. Yeah, excellent. I plan to figure out how to set that up once I'm ready for it. I'm not ready for that yet. I actually bought the the Apex trade copier when I was getting started. Probably because, like many people, I thought this would be faster and easier than it turned out to be. But, you know, I really had to take a step back because I came to realize that by trying to rush things, I was making this take a lot longer. And now I'm really just going back to the basics, studying the basics and looking for simple setups. But as you saw, I think I got in a little too soon. But even with that, I'm getting better because I didn't get in as soon as I would have other times previously, even just a few weeks ago. Maybe even just last week. So that's good. So if it's if Apex trade copiers are rebrand of Replicanto, why stay away from it? I mean, is it worse than Replicanto? I mean, I've been able to do really well on paper trading, and then I do well on evals, and then I get overconfident and push too far, and I lose the account. And I'm in a rush. You know, that's my obstacle right now. Combined with, of course, better seeing the charts. So, but that gets, you know, there's at some point, I know things will be, at some point you can read the charts well enough that you can be profitable. Then it's about managing the trade. A lot of bugs. All right, it's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. All right, are we coming back? Woo. Let's go back to the 1 minute and see what's going on over there. All right. All right. Let's see. At this point, I think we'd qualify as a market structure shift if we closed below this swing low here. It may not be the best one, but it's progress. Yeah, I did see a mention a few months back by Apex that now you could trade through. I don't know. I have a Tradevate. I use the Tradevate accounts. I'm not sure which ones you have. And my understanding is that I could now trade on TradingView, and somehow that controls, you know, up to 20 accounts or whatever it is with Apex. Quick hello to our second viewer who is not me and not Third Eye Trader. Feel free to say hello in the chat. And if you feel moved to, click the like button. As I was saying, I'm doing this really for myself. I'm not even sure if I want people to watch, but if you're here, it'd be wonderful to meet. So now I'm really just looking for signs that I should get out. Like if I see signs that I should get out, I'll get out. This is looking on the bullish side, this last leg up here. Let's go a little higher. Even more so than on this leg. So I'm going to see what happens. If we have a close above here on the 1 minute, that would be a bullish market structure shift, which I would not want to see if I'm bearish, and therefore I would probably take off half my position. Small volume imbalance on the 1 minute over there. Now, all right, I'm not thinking that this is going where I want it to go. I'm going to end this. So that was my first trade with anyone actually watching was a loser. Oh well, that's fine. Well, that's also progress, right? Learning to take a loss. I just found, and I'm not really sure. You know, it doesn't seem like there's anything much happening with this Fed speaker. But I've noticed that sometimes when there's a Fed speaker, the price is just not cooperative and even just like schizophrenic, up and down, like really rapidly. So I'm not, wasn't quite sure what the impact might be. Ooh, that's. But I don't think that any of this is attributable to the Fed speaker because I'm not seeing any news about anything he said coming across on financialjuice.com. But it is also good to see like that 3 minute bullish for value gap that held the entire time, and that's important information for me to understand. So this is still up from $1,500. Just reset it, this morning. So we had, let's see. So we lost just under $100 here. And making new highs once again. Crazy because of inflation. I mean, what I mean is that I think that we're melting up. I don't think that. I mean, is there any real justification for the market going up 25, 30% in the last few months? Is the economy doing so well? I don't think so. Is production in the United States doing so well? I don't think so. But inflation there is. Third Eye, if you're still there, do you think we'll? I mean, what are the odds that we're going to have a a counter trend move in the final hour? What do you think of that? I mean, obviously we're just guessing. I mean, for me, it's guessing anyway. Oh, you think we're going up? Wait a second. Yeah, I actually, from this morning's SMR at 11 a.m., the fourth deviation leads at 2900 to 2920. That would be your terminus. Okay. Um, I I'm not I have not really got into, or I'd say got up to smart, standard deviation, the extensions yet. Anchor fib 1058 to 1103 with standard deviation grades up to 4. You'll see it. Okay. All right, let me give that a shot here. Let me see if I know what you mean. All right, 11 anchor from 1058 to 1103. I'm not sure what I thought. Let's see. All right, 1058 to 1103. Oh, I see. That got it. That's what we're doing. Okay, let me get it here. And 1058, 1103. I'm not sure I have the settings right. Projections. Reverse it. And take off some of the other mess that we still have here. Let's close this. Topic about 1 second. And then you said up to 4. Let me put it up to 4. So -2, 2.5, -3. Let's say -3.5, and we'll do -4. And I'll update my template. All right, so something went wrong. Oh, it's +4. Okay. Minus. Still, what's wrong? What am I missing? All right, there shouldn't be a 0 there. Okay, I think we finally got it. All right, got it. So I see what you did there. But why? Yeah, thank you. I got it. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay between us, so that's obviously nice if we can get rid of it. It seems to be more of a delay on my stream than I've seen on other people's streams. So I'm not sure why that is. But you think we're heading up to there, like so between 3.5, like, but why 3.5 to 4? Like what? Just a number? And the other thing I don't understand, that I haven't mastered this yet. I'm not mastered. I haven't even really delved into this yet. How did you decide, like why this trading range? Why not this trading range or this one? Like how did you pick the 1058 to 1103? Because it's in the middle of the macro starts at 1050 over there. Took my long in the 1 minute. Second. It's a little hard to see some of this because the heart button. I took my profits. Oh wait, I took my long in the 1 minute FVG 1109. Okay, got that. I see that over there. Very nice, beautiful, actually. And took your profits at the new all-time high. I mean, I've been moving that all the way up, but if you took your profits up here, that's beautiful. Fantastic. That's really fantastic. I mean, anywhere, any of these new all-time highs. Don't know which one you got to, but that's really good. But again, I'd love to know how, and this is a mystery to me, how do you know where to draw the dealing range to start your fib? All right, this is how the market maker model works. If you grade the sell side using fib from full swing high to full swing low, then grade your buy curve how I showed you. Okay, I'm going to have to copy that and study it afterwards. Appreciate that. I will study that, and let's see if I understand that better by tomorrow. All right? I'll have to go through that a little bit later. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you contributing and conversing. And I appreciate you teaching me something. Again, I hadn't really thought about anyone actually joining in, because the first few times I did this, nobody was here, and I figured, okay, that's fine. But this is nice. I mean, and you have given me a lot, and I appreciate that. I mean, just your input and feedback, and what you just said about this, teaching me this. So thank you, appreciate it. I don't have the brain for this right now, and I'm probably going to log off shortly. but I'm copying and pasting what you said. I'm going to look at it a little bit later. And also I've got some other work that I need to finish up. So all right, keep it coming and wait till you're fully done. Seems like you're adding something that will be very helpful. So I've seen ICT videos where he talks about the standard deviations, but there's so much to learn. I just haven't gone back to looking at that yet. But what you're sharing with these comments here is you're helping me realize that me going back to the basics and really wanting to better understand the market maker model, this is an important piece, at least to go through it another time. Oh, Enigma. Okay. Isn't that the thing he said he's not teaching? All right, very nice. I'm looking like you wouldn't be bearish even for a retracement scalp. I mean, like, let's say 20 points, 30 points, 10 points. That's how. I mean, there are opportunities of that even on a day like this. Let's see. Well, we had this for sure. I don't remember my trades from earlier, but did pretty well. But I think I was going short. I think I went short in this range here. Here I can pull that up. Yeah. So I guess I went long and short. Let's. Might as well go all the way down to 1 minute. Yeah. See, I caught a short there, and that was good. And another one over here. It went all the way down. Yeah, this was the biggest trade. It was 2 and 2 and took off one at a time, coming all the way down to here. So where I got out, that's where you got in, and then you rode it all the way up. So now I'm looking at this is, I'm thinking maybe I'll go, this is what I was looking for before, but that's this is now looking more like a smart money reversal. No, I mean, as opposed to just a wick above, now we've had a move above. We've got a balanced price range. I'm going to, let's see. Also, in your experience, do you look for a market structure shift? Does it matter which leg it's on? Like, does it have to be below a swing low that's in the middle of the the market maker model, or does it have to be on the leg up, or can also, like, would you qualify over here, on the same leg, down? I've been unsure about that, but assuming that to be more more valid or more reliable, it should be on the other side, the first side of the market maker model, which would really be around here. I'm going to go short. I think that we're finally going to go down and hit this. And this is scalping ICT. That requires quite a bit of narrative. Yeah, I'm working on that. So we just entered the final hour, right, of final market hour. It seems very reasonable that we're going to have a move down. Let's see, what does the daily candle look like? Let's just take that off. Oops, what did I just do? Wrong button. Seems like we should make it. I think. So let's put this up over there, just to avoid getting worked out. I can definitely tell that you've mastered this at a higher level than I have, and I appreciate that. I appreciate what you're saying. It's helping me know what to study next. I don't think I'd let it go that high. I just want to watch the SIBI over there. So that's a order block, right? It's followed by a SIBI as well. So I'm just watching to see if we respect that. So far we are. I'm just learning to spot everything. You know, like, okay, where would there's a breaker in here somewhere, right? I mean, or just this area. It would qualify as a low and a high, right? We got the high and the low, and the higher high and lower low, and that's why I'm pushing this up, because I want to see if I can map this out here. So would that be bearish breaker, and then how are we doing inside the bearish breaker? Oh, I just got your answer. The first side of the MMX is better for a market structure shift. Okay, thank you. So you're confirming my suspicion, but I didn't remember seeing it explicitly anywhere. Not liking that BISI there. But we have been respecting that order block, as far as I can tell. We seem to be respecting this bearish breaker. I don't know why it says 15 minutes. Guess if we're looking at this at the 5 minute, there's an argument for, we could argue that this whole thing is the bearish breaker, right? If that whole thing is the bearish breaker, we're definitely respecting the midpoint of that mean threshold. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just making stuff up. But I guess that, I mean, I could see that on the 1 minute as well. I mean, it's that one move, and on the 5 minute, it would, you know, it's one. I think it's two consecutive candles. It makes sense for what we have here, right? We got the high and the low, higher high, lower low. So I'm not thrilled about that or that, but I got to finish some other work on the side here, which part of the problem, I suppose, right? Trading while doing other things. Now, if we close below here, that would be encouraging. And we've got all this trend line liquidity below here. But then we have these equal highs here. So, I don't know. I'll get out when I see a violation of my theory. On the 1 minute, we have this this bearish order block, which we have not closed above, although we have closed above the mean threshold. But in terms of the 5 minute bearish breaker, if we close above there, I'll probably just get out. Again, this is a paper trading account. I still want to build good habits, not bad ones. But I'm not really, I sometimes question myself in terms of, you know, where's the line between practicing or testing, experimenting, and building a bad habit. By doing something that maybe I wouldn't fully do if I was in a real trade. I find it hard to know sometimes. So that's not a great site. All that respect for this Bissy here. So on that note, I'm going to close this, because on that alone, I think is a bad sign. I mean, not just that alone, but also the fact that we're spending all this time up here, and I figure I can always re-enter if I see another short signal, even if it's a minute later. But I've seen this type of thing too often just lead to just blowing off the other direction. The truth is, I need to go, and that's another factor. I need to leave. Thank you very much for joining me. And Third Eye, I really appreciate your input, participation. And I hope that we'll cross paths again soon. Have a good day.